Video games. So much fun, laughs and jokes, and a swell good time. Who doesn't love playing video games? And we got the internet historian. Hey, I thought he was frozen in time, but video games. Who doesn't love to play video games? Okay, so folks, the original link to this video is in the description box below. So let's go ahead, grab ourselves a tasty snack and a tasty beverage, and let us enjoy this video in a 3, a 2, and an uno and out. Let's get ready. Let's get to it. Let's get ready to enjoy this video so we all be hip, cool cats.
Brought to you by Ground News. Video games. Video games. What are video games?
A fun thing that I used to do for fun. Now I can't because I got too many responsibilities. Oh well.
Immersive video games where we play Subnautica in the bathtub.
Well, that'll do it. What?
All right, video games.
Video games. Now that's something we could talk about all day, huh? Many kudos. I've actually prepared a speech.
Okay. Can we play some epic music under this?
Video games. Some love them, some hate them, but they're here to stay.
And never forget how our politicians want to ban them a long time ago and still do. Even though video games are, I don't know, the video game industry is dying in many ways, especially the AAA game industries, because I have no idea what their writers and editors and designers are doing, but it's stupid. Very stupid. They're going broke.
The smallest
Like Hollywood.
pixel.
To the super widest monitor. From Azeroth to Borderland to...
Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We should learn to relate to the younger audience, right?
Okay.
Because I've never actually
Yes.
played Fortnite before. So I'm thinking like best Fortnite and then
And we'll just take it from there.
shorts. Here's some Fortnite tips, fellas.
Oh, I've actually got my notepad here. Hold on.
Yes, okay.
Okay, here we go.
School is in session. So,
Tips you need to know. The last one is important.
Oh, okay. The last one's... Well, can we just skip to the last one?
yes, let's skip.
Tip number 5. Dropping a crown to Peely stops the Peely Patrol from coming for you.
What?
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
What's Peely or the
I know. See, the older you get, the more you realize that you can't relate to anything anymore. But here's the thing, right? You know, I remember watching one video in particular, just, after doing a few works of editing here and there, because sometimes I play some stuff in the background to distract me because, well, things are just going crazy. But one thing I've noticed is one person, content creator, says, hey, man, I'm 21 years old, and there's words that are coming out that even I don't understand anymore. So it's like somebody is coming up with these new words, and I think the artificial intelligence is becoming self-aware, and it's purposely dumbing us all down. You hear about how everyone's investing into AI. AI isn't going to attack us doing Skynet or the Men of Iron or being like Am from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. No, AI is going to make us dumb. It's going to make us stupid. That's how it's going to take over. It's going to make us all dumb, and we won't be able to understand each other.
This is the best clip of Bugha's Fortnite career.
Who?
This is the best clip.
Okay.
This is the best clip of Bugha's Fortnite career. This is the best
What?
clip of Bugha's Fortnite career.
What's
This
happening?
Is the best clip of Bugha's Fortnite
Wait,
career.
how?
This
Have
is
you
the
broken
best
it?
Clip of
What do you-
Bugha's
I don't
Fortnite
know.
Career.
It's
This
playing
is the
the second
best
one.
clip of Bugha's Fortnite career.
Who is he?
This is the best
Damn, Bugha's
clip
had a
of
very,
Bugha's Fortnite.
Bugha. All right, process elimination. I think he's a top tier player. I'm wrong, aren't I? I don't know. Do we have a Fortnite expert in the in the comments section? I would like a detailed paragraph, not using any strange internet words. I better not hear skibbity or blibbity. You know what? Just explain it to me. Who is Bugha?
A very
career.
expansive career.
This is the best.
He just keeps topping himself.
He just keeps.
Is that Bugha?
Bugha. Mondo Gecko.
What a beautiful glitch. That's so funny. You've broken YouTube Shorts somehow.
I don't think it's broken. I think people are just using the audio or something.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of looking at Fortnite, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the greatest.
This is the greatest clip in Fortnite history.
That's good.
His
Thank
teammate
God.
rushes to kill him, but he doesn't know he's fighting Tyler Ninja Blevins.
I remember him. I remember him.
I'm sorry, you can't make Ninja hard. You can't.
He turned the corner into the dark alley, but he did.
Hey, listen, I remember just a few things, some controversy surrounding Ninja. But is everything okay with him now? I hope he's okay.
No. They're waiting for him.
Cool anime music starts playing as fucking Tyler Ninja Blumpkins.
See, the thing is, he had his rise, and then it became...
A fall. There's a rise and a fall. You know, I remember the shock jock era of radio. You know, it used to be a thing back in the day, okay? So these in real life streamers, their progenitors were the shock jocks, right? And I remember at the height, you know, one commentator, I'll keep him anonymous, but it's words that I live by. He said, I'm saving every single penny that I got because I have no idea how long this is going to last, because one day it's going to end. And that's the one thing I would say to anybody, just like, especially if you make it big in social media. If you do make it big, like you're getting millions of views, all the brand deals, all that good stuff. Don't blow it. Be smart. Count your money. If you know the reference I'm talking about, you're outstanding. Don't blow it. Be smart. Count your money. No, what he really said is, just I don't know how long this is going to last, but one day it's going to end. And everything that has a beginning has a middle and will have an end.
Kind of cool to shit on Ninja. I reckon it's starting to curve back around now.
Okay.
Now that he's much less popular, I'm starting to think he's kind of good.
I think he voluntarily stepped away. I think he was like, I could keep playing Fortnite and make $1 billion, but I already have $1 billion, so...
Like, okay, he agreed to go to that New Year's festival where he's
that was pretty bad.
dancing.
I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope he got a big paycheck. That's all I'm hoping, okay? Because if the crowd ain't doing the dancing, the crowd ain't doing the dancing.
Oh my God.
They put him there too. Like, I could imagine very easily someone go, come on, okay, so we've organized a New Year's festival for you. You've done what? Well, hey, look, we're your management company. We're going to sort you out. We're going to put you in front of a brand new audience. You're going to love it. What do I do? Am I playing Fortnite there? No, you're going to do the Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
I feel like he just improv that. I almost feel like they just brought him out just to be like, he's here.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at this
And
thing.
then he was like, I have to do something. It was Times Square, wasn't it? Wasn't it the fucking
Yeah, it
Millennium
was.
Ball thing in Times Square? Like, it was like the most all eyes on me New Year's moment you could have.
You know what I would have done? Fake a heart attack and then drop down. Once you're out of line of sight, then you just start kind of crawling away.
Yes.
And people are like, what happened to him? What happened to him?
Suddenly it becomes mysterious instead
Yeah.
of sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me just say another thing that like I've piled on to. But here's one thing that's totally unfair. Remember this tweet?
Oh, I don't know. You don't even have to show me. I know
Yeah.
exactly which one. Ninja tweeted, I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips, as I get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going?
Well, you don't have to rub it in because some people don't have that. But I don't know. I might get in trouble for this. Hit X for doubt.
And then a gif from a movie, which I can't remember, of a guy drinking a tiny coffee. I'm kind of angry you brought that up.
Okay, well, that was lame because he was in his 20s.
He would have been like
it's kind of-
29.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's
Maybe
get through
30.
the point. But If I saw a guy in his 50s make that tweet, I would go, yeah, good on you.
Good on you.
I would, but only because I have a real soft spot for old people who play video games. Is it the braless wife part? Is it, like, what is it about that specifically that makes it so bad?
Bouncy, bouncy.
I think the bit that makes it bad is with chips.
Yeah, chips.
I agree. That was a bit of a stumble.
There's
Like he almost cooked with the not asked for, and he's like, oh wait, yeah, no, I got to remind them about the chips too.
and the chips.
And
And
chips.
let's not forget.
As you can see here, a sandwich not asked for.
Sandwich
chips.
not asked for. That's the new baby shoes never worn. Sandwich not asked for. Because baby shoes never worn is meant to be the saddest like story you can say in the fewest amount of words. This is the opposite. This is the best story you can describe.
Yeah, and it's even fewer words. Sandwich, comma, not asked. That's
Okay, I just realized with the the baby shoes. Eesh.
it. You know what? He's a genius.
Well, I think the worst thing is
Yeah.
that would fucking rule.
That would.
It's
Can you
true.
imagine that?
It's
You're
true.
crushing
'Cause
it
you're
in
also
a- in
worth
like
like
your-
$100 million.
You're worth $100 billion. You're playing like one of your favorite games. Your wife comes over with her fucking knockers like at eye level and hands you a sandwich and chips that you weren't even expecting just as you win the game. You'd be like, hell yeah.
Wait a
You made it. Goal achieved.
minute. Is this guy just like living the dream and we've just got a thin veil of irony disguising envy?
No, absolutely not. No, can't be that.
How do we fix some games? Welcome to the Game Doctors. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Remember, you can't fix anything. Society's already falling apart. Hollywood's going broke. Video game industry's going broke. The comic book industry's going broke. A lot of things are going broke, okay? And it's very sad. You know, I hear a lot of horror stories about a lot of video game editors and designers, you know, who work for these top tier corporations. And I'm pretty sure some of you can name them, in which they're still not making enough to live. They're living in their cars, and it's still not enough. Like, and you hear these stories about just how the grueling hours in which they're working, and you hear how many people are saying, like, yes, is what I always wanted to do, but it's a nightmare just to get by because it's not enough. So, what can I say? Some optimism. Hollywood's going broke, comic book industry's going broke, video game industry's going broke. I believe we are due for a second renaissance, and this is something I'm coined that, you know, and you know what? If I'm wrong about it, so be it. But I call it the second renaissance because I think that there will be a moment, a true spark of creativity that will happen in different states and in different cities across this country, in which, and we're seeing it a little bit with indie developers, indie writers, indie movie makers, you know, doing their own thing. It's kind of like how it was way early on before Hollywood, California became the central hub. And seeing how California's economic, social, and political infrastructure is literally on fire, no pun intended, it's quite clear that there's going to be a new era. I don't know when it's going to start, but I believe it's going to be happening. All right. But hey, what are your thoughts? Will there be a true second renaissance of creativity? I want to hold on to some optimism. 2025. Let's bring in some optimism here, folks.
PhD, MD.
Yeah, and it's like a reality show where you and me are both wearing like long coats. We've got the clipboards, and it's kind of like you and me back to back with our arms crossed, smiling to the camera.
Yep.
The Game Doctors. What games can we fix?
Editor, what game can we fix? Did I say Metroid Prime? Or like one of those.
You can't fix that game. It's perfect.
How about this? Metroid Prime. We gender swap. Seamus. We make her a woman.
The Game Doctors.
How do we fix?
Starfield.
You can't
Doctor,
fix that.
give me the game scalpel. How do we fix Starfield in 3 words or more?
You can't.
Just one planet.
Yes. With like biomes? Remember biomes?
Yep, that's the one. We need to get rid of all of these kind of like sexless characters and just make them nice to look at.
Yes.
You know?
I've been saying.
I would like that. I mean, that's what kind of made video games popular in the first place. And what? I'm not wrong.
This.
Yep. They must look at the mods and go like most popular Oh. We will not do that. You know what we should do to fix Starfield? Let's just have Shadowheart there.
She should just be in every game.
Yeah, she's just being it because she's a pretty lady, and then she says cool stuff too.
Talk to her.
Doctor, give me.
I don't think she woke up from her nap. God, I can't believe the Haktua coin. People got rug pulled on that one. But you know, if you put your money into that and you went broke, okay, you went broke. I can't say I feel sorry for you.
Me 50 cc's or whatever this is. So we fixed that. I like the idea of maybe more menus.
Yep, doesn't have
Yeah,
enough.
you're in your inventory, but it's like if we could have like sub menus inside the inventory.
Portal, everyone knows that game's a bit of a stinker. Doesn't
Yep.
hold up.
Really? I don't know. I liked it. I thought Portal was pretty good.
Now when you play Portal, there's going to be a third portal. So you know,
Really?
you shoot, opens up to a Wendy's.
Yes.
That's quite good. What I'd do is I'd put one portal in front of me and then one portal behind me, and then I could just then like shoot myself in the back of the head.
You could, if you did it close enough, you could also us.
Interesting.
The game doctors.
I don't know. Are people annoyed by Portal? Because I mean, Portal was pretty cool, and Portal 2 was a lot of fun. And some mad genius, I have to find a YouTube video of it, but they actually did like a Left 4 Dead 2 with a Portal level in it, which is pretty cool.
Subnautica. How we fix it?
I've never played it.
I'm thinking nude mods.
Okay, what if you could fuck all the fish in Subnautica?
No, a hard no on that one.
Okay. And each one has realistic, detailed POV fish physics.
I don't want to be crass, but there was a story in the news recently about someone in Australia, a man and his
Was it
wife,
you?
who were brought up on charges for that very thing.
I still believe there's hope for humanity, but every day I'm being proven wrong.
Now, it's not funny.
I believe it was a trout. You can just imagine them in Subnautica. They're just like floating around. They're trying to press E on the little trout.
How did that information get out?
But they videotaped it and then they put it online. Check out this Subnautica mod. I just made it, and then what the heck? This is just an MP4. Well, doctor, who's
Your licenses should be revoked.
the next patient?
I've got my scalpel. I've got my gun. I'm
Okay.
ready.
What do we do about Assassin's Creed? It's shit now, right? Once it was
Oh, you can't save it. Let it die. Especially in regards to what they did. Listen, for those of you who don't know, I've been to Japan not once but twice. My family has a long history of being in Japan. From my great-grandfather to my grandfather, to my mother, my aunt, my cousins, myself, and my grandmother too. We all have some very close ties to Japan. Not only have all of us been there, but we know people and have made great friendships in that wonderful country. And what Assassin's Creed did, especially to the story of Yasuke, as well as the time era in which that took place, was a huge insult, okay? I mean, the developers didn't even bother getting the proper architecture or the writings or the literature or any other art or culture around that era. They were getting stuff from Google, building designs from China, and again, building designs from China during that time period and building designs in Japan in that time period, two different things altogether. Like my favorite Sopranos quote when Bobby was talking about the World Trade Center and how Quasimodo predicted all of this. And Tony says, "What?" Yeah, and Bobby says, "Yeah, the end of the world." And Tony Soprano says, "No, Nostradamus and Notre Dame. You got two different things altogether." Quasimodo didn't predict anything, but he's a good guy.
good. Now it is no longer. I'm thinking, instead of getting rid of Yasuke, we lean into it. All of Japan is now African. And then instead we have like one Japanese guy as the main character.
As the villain.
And then, help me out here.
No, I'm not digging. This is your hole. It needs 50
Dig deeper.
cc's of microtransactions. Stat.
Yes,
Everything costs real money.
everything costs real money, correct.
Yes.
And like a cool animation when you put in your credit card number. You're loving it, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best game I've ever played.
Okay, back to Ubisoft though. A controversial opinion. I thought Yasuke was a cool idea, but Ubisoft is very, very,
I think it's a good idea. I think so too. But instead of having him be the character, he could be a side character, or maybe like, what your character will interact with, and maybe on one level you could play as Yasuke, okay? But I think that this was horribly executed. It sounded like a good idea. But what Ubisoft did, and especially from the overall reaction from gamers and players in Japan, it's absolutely justified. This was a huge insult. And look, I love Japan. I hope to visit it again in the near future when things are much more calmer for yours truly. But this is yeah, I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed and what it did. Nope. It offended me personally on a generational level.
very clearly doing it to pander. The idea of like a black samurai, though, I mean, that's an anime, Afro
That's
Samurai.
great.
You got a motherfucking RPG? A RPG in a motherfucking backpack?
It's a cool concept, and he's a real dude.
They should do it, but they should just have it set back in Africa. And so everyone in Africa is just really confused, like, what's the outfit? And he's like, do not worry about it.
That is a cool idea. If you like went to Japan and then you like came back, that's what Neo is as well. That was also just a real guy.
How about this? We could make it more inclusive. So what about like an assassin in a wheelchair?
That could work.
I'm thinking we need to go to like maybe the Mongolian steppes because they've got like nice rolling hills.
Yeah, but a wheelchair doesn't work on the rolling steps.
You could get a real bit of
Yeah, once you start rolling, you kind of can't stop, right? So there's Genghis Khan. He's down the bottom of the bank, and you are just building up momentum. You look left and right, you can see the vistas. Oh my god! You've got a wrist blade on each side. And then Genghis, he sees you in the distance. He's on his horse, and it starts charging towards you. Now.
that does sound fun.
All right, maybe it's Assassin's Creed, right? But it's only the parkour part.
You have to jump between different Minecraft blocks.
Oh, geez, I remember doing that. So for those of you who may remember the golden era of Turok Dinosaur Hunter, the first level, or at least not first level, but all the levels, there was a lot of platforming jumping. And boy, if you miss a spot, you were falling. God, platforming jumping. I hated that.
A 3-block vertical jump? It can't be done, Ezio.
Have you actually watched
Yes, it can
Parkour
be.
Civilization?
I have watched the entire thing.
It's not bad,
It's
right?
really well paced. Once
Wow.
you get over the first 5 minutes where it is saying parkour pro and parkour noob constantly,
Parkour noobs, parkour civilization, parkour noob, parkour.
Oh my goodness. He said parkour 19 times in the first minute? Okay, well, I guess that seems to be the... Okay, I guess I gotta... 19 times. You gotta come up with new words. We've all had that moment where somebody pulled us aside and said, hey, you keep repeating yourself, or, notice you keep repeating yourself. Yeah, 19 times, that's a problem.
Noob, parkour pros, parkour civilization, parkour pros, parkour noobs.
it's kind of a masterpiece. It's one of the better movies I have seen this year. Like, legitimately. I've got the sequel on my watch later, and I just haven't found time for it yet.
There's an earnestness
Oh, wow. The first one's got 31 million views, and the second one's got 10 million. I'll have to check that out sometime.
to it that I really appreciate. It is very well paced. Good stakes.
If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
And you're just like, shit,
Yeah.
don't let it happen, man. You gotta make this jump. You gotta... Oh, fuck, he got the beef.
Yes.
It's fun. Shout out to that guy. I was watching it on the plane and I was like, God, everyone around me must think this guy's got such good taste. There is a lot of Assassin's Creed leap of faith in Parkour Civilization when you think about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just need to use the hawk jumping sound. The hawk tour jumping sound.
I think the 15 minutes of fame for that person's over.
Perfect instead of the vine boom.
We are very hip, Mr. Kudos. We like the latest memes. We like Ugandan knuckles.
That's something hip people famously do, is constantly reaffirm that fact.
We are on the latest trends. I know lately, Hawk Tour.
We're on the cutting
is
edge.
Very popular.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Sometimes you got to know when you got to wrap it up. And I think, listen, she was able to make a lot of money off that meme, and she had a podcast. She could have rode off into the sunset, but as soon as you step your foot into cryptocurrency or doing meme coins or any kind of e-currency, that's a kiss of death. And it's a sign that things aren't working out. Don't ever get involved in that. Be careful. But who am I to tell somebody what to do? But she was ill-advised to get involved in cryptocurrency, and it's rather sad because a lot of people were foolish enough to put their money into something that they got rug pulled on.
At the moment, so we should say that some more.
Yep. We can ADR that, and I'll give you some clean Hawk Tours, and you can just sort of sprinkle those in like cloves on a ham. Hawk Tour! Hawk Tour!
Yes.
Spit on that thing. Hawk Tour! There you
Dude, stop. You officially killed it.
go. Put those wherever you want.
It's really funny.
Has someone done Goku charging up an attack by saying like every syllable in Hawk Tour?
I think we've kind of cracked it.
Yeah, we fixed Ubisoft.
We fixed that
No, you can't fix it. Ubisoft is going broke.
one. That's the Game Doctors.
I can't remember what we actually fixed. It was just you have to pay more for the game, I think was the takeaway from that.
Ad time. We tried to do neutral news, Sandra.
Yes!
It did.
It didn't work, and that's why CNN is laying off people. And NBC. We're witnessing a decline of an industry that for a long time was deemed authoritative. And ever since a certain election, boy, oh boy, have their views been going down south in a very bad way.
It didn't work.
Oh no.
Worse than Haktua.
We tried to do misinfo policing, Sandra.
Political police.
Yes!
It didn't work. Ground News proposes a better way. We live with the bias, but we just let everybody see all the sources and everything, and you can see how many news publications are reporting on any particular story.
No! Stay in the bubble!
Breaking news, Sandra. Sightings of drones are causing a pandemonium in downtown New Jersey.
Yeah, the New Jersey drones. Hey, for our viewing audience in New Jersey, you know, those drones, whatever happened there? And before anyone mentions, you know, that Sopranos go, whatever happened there? Jesus Christ, Kit, why would you ever bring that up? No, really, whatever happened to those drones? I mean, people thought we were being invaded by aliens. Hey, E.T., Martians, aliens from Venus, or Alpha Centauri Prime. It's either you're going to land on this planet or not. Do the show or not. Crap or get off the pot, okay? Because at this point, you know, you guys showing up now, everyone's going to be like, just another Tuesday. Like, it's either you're going to do your intro or not. Stop being nervous, all right? Go break a leg, show business style. Make it happen. Tell us you're here or F off.
Some are calling it the end of the world.
Yes! Panic!
Let's check it out on ground.news and see what the rest of the media is reporting on it.
No, just take my word for it.
29 left-leaning organizations say that...
Say what, Sandra? That the aliens should get free college?
But 43 right-wing organizations also reported on the drones.
Reporting what, Sandra? That I should wait until marriage?
You'll just have to make up your own mind. With Ground News.
So go to ground.news/incognito to get 50% off a year's subscription. Sandra, do you ever just doom scroll on your phone?
All the time.
Yes, everything is bad and getting worse.
Well, Ground News has a whole bunch of positive stories, and I have that as my homepage. And then
Oh, isn't that nice? Positive stories. By the way, I did see that story about that emperor penguin that was released into sea 20 days after waddling onto the Australian beach. So it's like, hey, buddy, listen, Antarctica's that way. You're in Australia.
I live in a world of bliss. It's very nice. Look, Sandra, HIV is down 22%.
Oh my god!
No, everything is bad!
What's that, Ground News? You say they found the guy who shot Kurt Cobain?
Who told you?
No way! Winning!
All this free stuff is great, but I really should get the Vantage plan, right, incognito mode?
Absolutely. It has all sorts of neat features, including my favorite, the bias tracker. So you can see where your own blind spots are.
No, you're the only sane one. Everyone else is an extremist.
Everyone likes reading stats about themselves. Oh, I'm a... what? I only read... what? So go to ground.news/incognito to get a year's subscription, full access to everything, including the bias tracker, all for half price. Yes! Ad over.
Do you want to tell the fine folks here how you managed to convince every one of your party members in Baldur's Gate 3 to desert you for your repulsive personality?
Oh, yeah. It just seems like we all can't get along, and I don't know what I did. It's not, but the game is rigged.
I never had this.
All right, so there I was. I was playing Baldur's Gate, and I was loving it, and we were all having a good time. But I thought everyone was getting along. However, I had... who's the pretty lady?
Shadowheart?
Shadowheart, and the frog lady.
Lae'zel.
I had them in the camp together. Now, they both weren't happy with each other.
Walk away now.
Yep.
So I thought, okay, naturally, Shadowheart's like pretty lady, other one frog lady, not so keen. So Shadowheart, I will facilitate her killing Lae'zel. Right?
Oh!
Makes perfect sense. Now, so we do that, and everyone's loving it, and the camp is slightly smaller, but everyone's loving it.
So Lae'zel died, who, by the way, ends up becoming one of the coolest characters if you follow her arc through.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Okay. Did you even try and resolve the conflict with words first? Or did
No, why would I? Frog lady's scary.
Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh.
I was a man in this game, and I felt like, oh, I don't know, she could probably kind of beat me up. I don't like it.
You have a very outdated view of fantasy gender roles.
Well, you know, it's my role play too.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so you killed Lae'zel. You got Lae'zel murdered.
Everyone agreed with it. Everybody. Piper liked that.
Who the fuck is Piper?
From Fallout 4.
Oh, sure.
And then I went over to... who's that magician guy?
Gale?
So I went over to Gale, and he's like...
I need a
Huh. Like the hairstyle there, Gale.
magical artifact to consume.
Oh, okay. I looked through my stuff and was like, there's nothing really want to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice one thing. I certainly don't want him turning on me. Okay, so I gave him one thing, and then he's like...
That hit the spot.
But then, 5 minutes later, he goes, another please. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
What?
This is ridiculous. So I said no, and he goes,
I understand that I am asking for a lot,
but I've got my reasons, diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. I was like, all right, fine, I'll go to the shop. So I went to the shop, and I bought a new, like, rare item. And I was like, right, this will do it. I'll give it to him. It's magical. He'll shut up. And then I go over to him.
Ah, glad you've a moment for me.
I was like, here's the magical item. And it wouldn't let me transfer it. Like, it didn't count it as one, like, rare enough, I guess.
Did you just try and put it in his inventory? You have to, like, talk to him.
Some things you buy from the vendor just don't do the thing. It's mostly things you find in the environment.
Yeah, right.
So I've talked to him now, like, 3 times, saying, here's an item. Lamau, Charlie Brown footballed him.
No.
He goes,
We've reached the point of no return.
that's it. I'm leaving the party.
We're not compatible, you and I. It hasn't been a pleasure.
And then he was gone, and suddenly he was like, oh, I'm down another dude. Okay.
Just real quick, how far through the game was that?
Couple hours.
Couple hours.
Okay.
I won't fully throw you under the bus for that if it was kind of early on. Pretty much in every game, you just find, like, early on, there's a few real dog shit amulets and rings that give you, like, a spell like Dancing Lights, which just summons some lights. It's like, who fucking gives a shit? So every time I've played, I've just given him that trash. Spoilers, I'm pretty sure if you'd just given him that second item somehow or sacrifice one of yours, that's the last one he asks for.
Oh.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Yeah, well, it seemed never-ending to me. I thought, oh, bloody hell, this is just a tax I have to pay now for keeping a wizard in. And I'm already a wizard. I don't need 2.
That makes a bit more sense. If you were also a wizard, I would not be as enthused about keeping the other wizard around. Fair enough, fair enough.
But I had Shadowheart, I had Astarion, and I had Karlach.
I'm surprised you didn't just kill Karlach on sight, given your track record.
Well, I didn't like how tall she was. And then I can't remember everyone else. I didn't like, who's that, Wilson?
And suffer its sting.
Will?
Oh.
Will, yeah.
Will,
I
okay.
didn't like him because he came in and he seemed too goody two-shoes. I think I told him to leave. Or I just attacked him.
I hope that was an honest mistake.
I can't remember. And then we were having a gay old time, I'll venture to say. And then they asked me, you know, hey, do you want to join the light side or the dark side? And I was like, I want to join the light side. And then Shadowheart's like,
You're making me regret my decision to join you.
I'm leaving.
This is where we part ways.
And then I went, no, hold on, stay. And then I couldn't roll high enough to convince her to stay.
Oh, no.
And then suddenly
Everybody's leaving him.
I only had 2 members of my party.
Wasn't meant to be.
And so then I went over to the guy and he's like, yes, hello, I'm a spooky skeleton man. I've got these hirelings, they don't have a soul.
I might summon the worthiest among them.
And so they're like unvoiced characters.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had 2 voiced characters and one nothing guy that I'll never fall in love with this one. So I just stopped playing.
That's very funny. That's
Ew.
very, very funny. I can't relate.
I did. What, did you keep everyone?
Yep.
Did you have a big band of like 20 people?
Yep.
Yeah.
My camp was fucking annoying by the end of it. There was so many people I had to talk to.
Shitty fucking game.
Do you like any games?
I tell you what, I used to like video games. Kudos.
And then they started putting women in them. And I was like, no.
And he got red-pilled.
They all went woke, Mr. Kudos. I
Nah, they just got corporate, and corporate screwed up everything.
remember back in the day where they used to say male or female. Now they say body type 1 or body type 2. They used to say like blonde, ponytail. Now they say hair 1,
Oh, God.
hair 2.
Yeah,
I would point out, not in Baldur's Gate, though. They have very colourful hair descriptors. They do have the body type thing, though.
I liked it when they still described the genitals, but then put a numerical identifier afterwards. So
I didn't know they did that.
when they would call it like penis 1 and penis 2. I thought that's quite funny. That's quite good.
I think I was
Yeah,
usually
keep
a
that.
penis B guy from memory in Baldur's Gate. I think I was a cock B guy. Can't remember. Someone blow up my mentions with penis 2 from Baldur's Gate so I can remember whether that's the one I picked or not.
Yeah, so if you've got any...
Have you got any opinions on which penis type to use?
Yeah. DM, just send them ats. Sends ats
Yeah.
to many kudos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With
Please.
all the
And
different
make sure to
genital
CC
types.
Internet Historian in as well.
No,
if you
there's
could.
no need. I'm looking at it right now. So
I can see your screen right now, and you're just watching anime.
Okay, I think we should end this with a speech. Games. If I was to make a recipe for games, I'd go a cup of love, a dash of inspiration,
Yep.
more than a handful of hard work.
Yes.
Yep. A sprinkling of good graphics.
Oh, that's
graphics.
beautiful,
Yeah, that's
Mr.
key.
Kudos.
6 kilograms worth of engaging
Try to
gameplay.
stay imperial. The metric system really confuses the Americans.
Yes.
2 stones worth of fun, of course. And of course, I'm reminded of one of the greats,
Yep.
Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Yes. What would he say if he was still alive right now?
Oh. R.I.P.
Please put a vibrato behind this. Make me echo.
Yes.
Sandwich not asked for with chips. And I think that just sums it up. If there's one thing that brings everyone together,
Yes.
it's that every game has to be installed.
True words.
Oh, God.
Unless it's a Nintendo 64 or...
Oh, Nintendo 64. I still remember when I got that. That was so much fun.
any other cartridge-based
PlayStation
media.
1 also didn't require that.
Yeah.
But PlayStation 2.
But everything from about PS3 onwards required installation.
That's right. That's
And
right.
let's be honest, no one's playing old games.
Well, the graphics are grody.
And the graphics make a game. Bad graphics equals a bad game. Good graphics is a good game.
No. I would counter. Some of those old school games, they got the heart, and people still play it. And the good graphic games, there could be a game with outstanding graphics, but if the gameplay sucks, the mechanics suck, the storyline sucks, then it's terrible.
But
I'm reminded of the words of Lana Del Rey.
In her hit track video game.
Words of Lana Del Rey.
How do you know that?
In her hit track video
games. In Magic the Gathering, what are they gathering?
That was what you were planning to round this out with? That was what you cooked up?
That's terrible.
Yeah. Do you really have to catch them all?
Yes, you do.
Or could you leave a few of them just to hang out? At what point do they stop crafting the war and it's just there?
I think we've got it. Yeah. Who the fuck is Sid Meier?
Hawk Tour.
No more.
Spit on that thing.
So,
all right. Okay, what are your thoughts on video games? Is the video game industry dying? Because I've been seeing a lot of indie companies rise up, and they're doing pretty well for themselves as much as they can. But as we all know, in this day and age of smartphones, computers, laptops, we got the great blurring effect where everything is distracting us and we have no time for anything. I've had a lot of fun video games, I actually have like my PC games that I play and my Nintendo Switch. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild has been the one game that I've been engaged in a lot. I haven't had time to play it as much, but that was a fun game to play. Then there's also for the fact of what else? What else was there? My Nintendo 64. I remember Turok 1, Turok 2, Rogue Squadron, Star Fox 64. That was so addicting. And of course, PlayStation 2, I had Mercenaries, Playground Destruction. I remember the King Kong game that came out. That was a lot of fun to play. So many games. So many games that were a lot of fun to play with. But, I remember Black. Jeez, that's a long time ago. Where does the time go? What are your thoughts? What was your favorite video game console? What was your favorite video game? What do you think of the industry altogether? What are your thoughts? Let's get this conversation going. And it's good to see the internet historian again. After so long, he has been unfrozen. Welcome back, buddy.